Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota.
Hey, this is Edgewood's Lincoln Howe, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Hello, Butler County High School sports enthusiasts, and welcome to another live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network, powered by Performance Toyota. Tonight, we're hosting the Edgewood Cougars at the Northwest Knights here off of Pippin Road, where it is a SWAC opener, a Southwest Ohio Conference opener for both teams. I'm Chris Vogt. I'll be leading the way once again. I'm alongside my brother and color commentator, Joey Vogt. How's it going, my friend?
Chris, thanks for having me. It's going great. I got my shorts out today. It's a hot one. This football season is off to a great start, and it's going to get even better once teams start to find their rhythm and identity. These two teams are a prime example. These two teams are looking to find those two things tonight.
Right. Well, we saw Edgewood last week come against a mad Baden High School football team. Baden was 0-2 heading in. Now we're looking at Edgewood on the other end. They've lost 2 straight, so I'd imagine that they're going to come in pretty mad heading into the Southwest Ohio Conference play here against Northwest. So. But hey, before we get into some pregame action, let us welcome in some of our sponsors. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network, powered by Performance Toyota.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Toyota. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, providing professional images for your local high school athletes. SuccessPhoto.com.
The Edgewood Cougars taking on the host Northwest Knights. Joey, I talked about Edgewood standout. I talked with Edgewood standout Lincoln Howe earlier this week, and he told me that practice has been completely different. The Cougars are coming off, like we said, that 2-game losing streak, and that doesn't happen often to the team in Trenton. Coach Scott Clemens, I'd imagine, has these guys playing with a whole new mindset heading into the night.
Oh, Chris, absolutely. And you can tell there's been a different feel at practice for the Cougars this week. This Edgewood team is coming in with vengeance after back-to-back losses that you said earlier rarely ever happens. You have to wonder what is going through the minds of the players on the field and for Coach Clemens as well, because he and his players know that they are better than what they have been the past 2 games. So here's a big question. Can they bounce back tonight? And we're going to see.
Right. Well, speaking on Northwest end, Northwest looking to get some momentum of their own, 0-3 heading in. Quite frankly, we're going to see who's going to want to get over that hump more. Is it going to be Edgewood or is it going to be Northwest? At the early at this early in the season, I mean, more so speaking for Edgewood, you're not wanting to play on tilt. That's a thing that Edgewood hasn't experienced after winning the SWAC title 3 years in a row. But the Cougars have won the title 3 years, and I mean they've always been a playoff caliber team. On that, all that said and done, at the high school level, 3 or 4 losses doesn't really necessarily mean that you're going to be a playoff team.
No, and absolutely. I did some digging, and like you said, Edgewood has won the SWAC conference for the last 3 years. In those 3 years, they have either had 2 or 3 losses. Last year, they ended up with 3, and early in the season right now, they have 2. And they have excelled the last few seasons when playing in conference play. They open tonight in their conference opener. And so it's all about starting the conference and then finishing, and that's what they have done, and it's going to be a fun year.
Right. Continuing on the Edgewood side of things, they graduated some stellar seniors last year.
Yes.
They're looking to kind of fit that mold that sort of kind of been vacant, and they've been looking at Lincoln Howe. Lincoln Howe's kind of been taking the leadership reins in terms of the offense. They lost Evan Brown, who was a dominant force,
1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah, right. Well, and then we had no, it wasn't rusher. It was we had Williams. Williams was a predominant part of that rushing scheme for Talawanda, or not Talawanda, Edgewood. But at the same time, we'll see if Lincoln Howe can pick up the pace there. We're here about, 2 minutes till kickoff. Northwest and Edgewood both running through the school banners at the same time. We should be seeing kickoff here within the next 3 minutes. Again, we're here at Northwest High School. Northwest Athletic Director Winston was fantastic, allowing us to invade their press box to cover this game this evening. It's a crisp 85, 90 degrees right now, Joe.
Oh yeah.
What's kickoff temperature right now?
The kickoff was 82 right now. Looking at 82. That's why I was debating on wearing some pants tonight, but I'm breaking out the shorts for the first time this year.
Show them pearly legs, buddy.
That's right.
I don't know. We might be wearing shorts until November. We said we are here at Northwest High School. Fred Hunt press box high atop Lisa Hunt Field on the campus of Northwest. A SWAC opener, Joey. I mean, this is sort of like the start of you look at the first 3 games of the season, but predominantly this is the start of the season for a lot of teams who are aiming for that number 1 goal, and that's to win the conference title.
And absolutely, and the opener for either of these teams is so important to get that win, and it will set the season tone for one of these 2 teams. And we're going to see who gets down to the nitty-gritty tonight. It should be fun.
Look at it. Edgewood's going to make the return. We're going to get a kickoff from Northwest here. Edgewood in their white jerseys with white numbers. We're going to have fun with that tonight, Joey.
It's going to be fun.
Moving left to right on your screen. There's a kickoff. Fielded at the 20. They're going to bring it on up to about the 26-yard line. That's where Edgewood's going to start here, Joey. Northwest is wearing their blue jerseys and blue pants with their gold letters. Edgewood's going to be moving from left to right on your device, whichever device you're listening to today, Joey. You can listen to about anything now.
Exactly.
You can hook up a Roku to the TV, listen to it, relax in your recliner.
And listen to some Friday Night Lights football.
Yep. Under center is Cameron Good. Pardon me, not Cameron Good. Under center is Anthony Scott here.
I think you're going to see Edgewood run the ball a lot tonight. Yeah, that's mainly what they're focused.
Well, we saw Lincoln Howe take that handoff from Anthony Scott, and that was a 2-yard gain. Pushes the ball to the 28-yard line. I'm probably going to call a Northwest player every single play because I can't read Edgewood Cougars numbers. There's a handoff up the middle. That's Lincoln Howell. We'll be calling Lincoln Howell's name all day long. He gets himself. I imagine he'll probably call that a first down, Joey. That's an 8-yard gain for Lincoln Howell. Give him 10 yards on the day on 2 carries. Edgewood's picking things back up here. We just under 11 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Anthony Scott under center.
Nice fake under there. Kept it. About 3 yards.
Yeah, you're going to see a little bit of Anthony Scott keeping it, handing off to Lincoln Howell. We'll see if Edgewood can open up some holes for them. Northwest sporting looks like 8 in the box there. I wouldn't imagine that Northwest will be doing much of blitzing.
Yeah.
So probably just going to try and man that run up the middle.
Yeah, I agree.
Hand off the Landon Howell, and he's stuck in the back.
Great tackle.
In the backfield. He got some push in there, didn't he?
He did. Just untouched right in the backfield. Lost a 6, yeah. This is what you want from Northwest right now. Third and long, 14. You're gonna want to make Edgewood throw the ball because they didn't throw the ball much last week.
Right. Well, and that's probably the thing that Northwest is going to key in on. And like you were saying there, well, I mean, there's going to be a pass here, third down.
Great tackle.
Anthony Scott rolls to the right side, and he's tackling. That's going to force a punt, Joey, on the first possession for Edgewood.
That's definitely what you wanted from Northwest. Just contain. You probably knew there was going to be a throw involved. So now Northwest will get it here.
Anthony Scott was pushed down to the 30-yard line of their own. And they're going to be booting it away to Northwest here. Northwest, good defensive stand. That's a shank punt, Joey.
Yeah, that's going to cross the 50.
They crossed the 50 and bounced back.
Exactly.
Yeah, Northwest is going to start right on the dime on the 50-yard line there. We're going to take a break. It's 0-0. Edgewood didn't get a 3-and-out, but Northwest holds them. They're going to start it around the 50-yard line. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, the day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who has partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, provide.
Looks like a false start on that initial play there, where Edgewood punted it to Northwest, and Northwest now has it at the 50-yard line. What was that called, Joey?
I'm not sure. They're debating it right now. Oh, offside.
Offside on Edgewood. Edgewood not starting off the way they want, man. Oh, there was a penalty on Northwest as well.
All right.
So we're just going to call that a scratch. Handoff up the middle to Bobby Green. Bobby Green's going to. We'll call it about a yard there. Edgewood pursued on that one rather.
And if you do not want to do, they did this last week versus Baden. They gave up 2 big long runs, and that is just torture for their for Edgewood's defense. And they have to figure out how to contain this Northwest rushing game.
Back in the shotgun is Logan Lawson. Logan Lawson, handoff to Keith Love, and there's a penalty flag. We're going to see Keith Love got about 4 yards before a flag hit the floor there. We'll see Logan Lawson in a little bit of a shotgun here and there from Northwest after doing some research.
So it was an illegal procedure, Chris, and they Edgewood declined the penalty. So it's third and about 5, yeah.
That's a good call. That puts them at the 45-yard line. Across midfield after a shank punt. Didn't really give Northwest too much room to go here. On the initial drive. Logan Lawson in the shotgun, rolling right.
Oh, great pass.
Sean McDaniel Jr. to the right side. He's breaking a couple tackles, and he heads down to the right sideline and gets about 15, 20 yards on that, Joey. First down and 10 for Northwest Knights.
McDaniel in motion. Found him. Great pass.
That puts it down to the 25-yard line. Northwest on the move. At least we're here in the AC, Joey.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody open up doors.
High snap.
Logan Lawson handoff.
Good cut.
Keith Smith to the left side. He's stiff arm out of bounds. He gets himself a first down. He's pushed out inside the 15.
That was a good cut inside there.
Making people miss.
Northwest slowly figuring Edgewood's weakness on defense there.
Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, providing professional images for your local high school athletes. SuccessPhoto.com.
Back to Northwest High School, where the Edgewood Cougars knocked on the door first, 7-0. Kickoff returned by Northwest. Split through some defenders, and he gets across the 30-yard line.
Good run back there.
All right, looks like Northwest is going to take over at the 34-yard line. 5:42 on the clock. First quarter. Northwest moving from right to left on your screen or your device.
Oh, good cutback.
Hand off to the left side is Keith Love. Keith Love gets himself about, we'll call that 5 yards there. Maybe 6 yards. We're going to call that 2nd down and 4 at the 40-yard line of Northwest.
So how is this Northwest offense going to be after they gave up that long touchdown here?
Right. Well, I mean, Northwest seemed to be doing okay on the offensive end. I mean, they did some work. Handoff to Bobby Green. He gets himself a first down. That's going to move the chains. And they're at the 44-yard line. We'll call that.
I have a feeling we're going to call Green's name all night too.
Right. Logan Lawson is a sophomore. Logan, handoff to Keith Love.
Love again in motion.
But nothing but a brigade of Edgewood Cougars. We've got an update from Thomas Baker, who's covered the Harrison-Ross game. 7-0 Harrison up on top of Ross with 4:34 left in the first quarter. Edgewood up on top 7-0, 4:18 and counting in the first quarter. Northwest at the 45-yard line.
Interesting setup coming off that huddle.
Right. Logan Lawson
faked it.
Scrolls to the right side. Incomplete pass.
Just
the pass
short,
is
yep.
intended for David Russell. Good defensive play by Lincoln Howe. Lincoln Howe on the coverage. Pardon me, that was Connor Beckman who had the interception in the end zone to start the Edgewood drive that resulted in a Lincoln Howe 65-yard touchdown run, and that's where we're at right now, 7-0 Edgewood. 4:01 left to go in the first quarter. Logan Lawson in the shotgun.
Look at this.
It's a double
right
reverse.
up the middle, double reverse, yeah.
Sean McDaniel Jr. takes it for 5 yards. That gets him to midfield, Joey. Yeah, a little trickery there.
I like it.
I know they had you confused. I know that.
I did.
I could tell.
Had the cameraman confused.
Northwest setting up in punt formation here. 3:33 left to go in the first quarter. Edgewood's numbers are very easy to see up here.
That's a great punt.
Yeah, great punt. Fair catch, Edgewood. And we're going to call it the 15-yard line. We're going to take a quick break to say hey to our sponsors. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, providing professional images for your local high school athletes. SuccessPhoto.com.
All right, welcome back to Northwest. Fred Hunt Press Box, high above Lisa Hunt Field. Sun's getting ready to set here in the outskirts of Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 12 here for Edgewood after a roll to the right side, or actually the left side for a loss of 2, we'll call it. 7-0 Edgewood, 2:40 left to go in the first quarter. Anthony Scott under center.
He's
Keep
it.
Yeah, a little bit of a keeper action there. He's going to take it to the left side, gets himself. Yeah, we'll give him 8.
Seeing a lot of read options coming from Edgewood.
Just reaching the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Edgewood moving from left to right on your device. This is Edgewood's 3rd possession of the game. A punt, 65-yard touchdown run by Lincoln Howe. And now we're here.
I expect to see a Howe run here.
Anthony Scott handoff to Lincoln Howe. Hit the ground, and he picks it
Oh,
back
he's still
up.
up!
Upland, first down.
That's unbelievable. He dropped the ball.
In the backfield.
In the backfield. And he ended up picking up the first down.
Well, that moves the chains on a Lincoln Howe. I don't. Let's call that some trickery. I think that was in the playbook, Joey.
Definitely.
It's not going to take long for Lincoln Howe to hit the 100-yard mark for this evening
Not
after
at all.
that 65-yard touchdown run last possession. Anthony Scott under center from Edgewood. Landon Howe in the backfield. Fake handoff. There's
Faking
a roll to the roll to the right.
Good stiff arm.
Scott throws a
Wow,
stiff arm.
to the outside.
He gets himself 10 yards. Yeah, you saw that stiff arm right away, didn't you, Joe?
That was I love when they stiff arm, man.
Hey, create some space. So we're looking at the 44-yard line of Edgewood driving. Just under a minute to go in the first quarter, 7-0. The Cougars on top.
So far, this Edgewood offense is just out-manning the Northwest right now, leaving room for Scott and Howe.
Right, well, Scott's reading those.
Yeah.
There's a nice blitz. Handoff.
Good tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, good defensive pursuit there. That was number 24, Diego Neri. He's a middle linebacker. Just split right up the middle, Joe. That hole was open. Yeah, I think we're going to reach the end of the first quarter, Joe. I think they're going to end up flopping sides here, Joe. Hey, 7-0 Edgewood. We'll go and dissect that first quarter when we get back. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Hey, this is Edgewood's Lincoln Howe, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt, where it is 7-0 Edgewood, just entering the second quarter. Joey, looked like Edgewood knocking on the door. Nice little push that first possession after Edgewood punted, and then we saw a couple fumbles, but they recovered them, and then that lackluster toss by Logan Lawson, which was picked off. And that's when Edgewood said, we're going to take advantage of this.
Absolutely, and when you got a playmaker like Hal, he's going to make you pay, and that's what he did right there, breaking off that huge run.
Anthony Scott takes a keeper only for about 3 yards there. We're going to call that 3rd and 15. But hey, Northwest isn't. They're not letting that early turnover / long run take them down.
Absolutely, and that's definitely one of the most important things. They're not letting that get in their head. They're coming back, and they have a really good defensive stand right here if they can stop Edgewood.
Anthony Scott under center for Edgewood. That's a little.
Look at this little trickery.
A little trickery there. I think that ended up landing in
the outside.
Hand. When Edgewood runs to the far end, I'm going to have to put the binoculars up. Yeah, that was Lincoln Howe. He couldn't make anything going on there on that little double reverse there, and we're going to call that 4th and 8 at the 46-yard line of Edgewood.
Good stand there by Northwest. Get this ball back and get something going on offense.
Yep. Back to return is Jalen Neal. Another lackluster punt.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get next to 20 yards on that punt, but they get a friendly bounce and hits the 30-yard line.
Yep.
So Northwest is going to start the 30-yard line when we get back from this break. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
the ball, and I think we got a little bit of moving there. Yeah, we're going to call that false start. Northwest not starting this drive off too hot. That'll push it back 1st and 15 to the 25-yard line. Joe, what's going on around the county here right now?
Chris, we have Pueblo Shawnee and Madison in the first quarter. Pueblo Shawnee's up 6-0. We have Baden and Roger Bacon tied at 0-0 in the first. Franklin on top of Monroe in the first, 14-0. New Miami and St. Bernard in the first quarter, 7-6. Talawanda beating New Richmond in the first quarter, 13-0. And Harrison on top of Ross in the first quarter, 7-0. Lakota West and Sycamore in the first. Lakota West is on top, 14-7. And Middletown is on top of Lakota East, 3-0. And then the big one in Fairfield is Hamilton beating Fairfield right now, 7-6 here in the first quarter.
This now that conference play is heating up for just about the entire county. I think a lot of these teams are going to really find out where they're at and where they stand.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially that Lakota West team we saw last week against Hamilton was pretty stellar.
That was impressive.
Number 5, Sean McDaniel Jr. takes a handoff from Logan Lawson. We're gonna give him about 4 yards on that carry. 2nd down and 11.
Yep.
Northwest sitting at the 29-yard line. Well, Middletown beating Lakota East 3-0. That's hand off to number 31.
Love to the outside,
Keith Love to the left side.
But nowhere.
Nothing but a bunch of Cougars.
Yeah.
Third and 14 for Northwest, just under the 10-minute mark of the second quarter. Got to give mad props to Thomas Baker on his tweeting skills. I think we're getting a tweet just about every play from him. Tom Snape from WMOH giving us an update. Talawanda 13, New Richmond nothing at the end of the first. Boy, Larry Cox has got that Talawanda team doing some good
fired
things
up.
there. Best start for Talawanda in a while. Logan Lawson rolling to the left side.
Good tackle.
Sacked in the backfield. Trying to call that sack, Joey, but I tell you what, some pursuit, some defensive pursuit in the backfield by Edgewood.
Gavin Childers.
Going to register him a sack. Number 24, Diego Neri, he's going to be back to punt for Northwest.
Nice shoestring tackle.
Standing at the 50-yard line is...
That's a great punt.
Simeon Gary.
Wow.
Yeah, Neri sends a booming boot, and that's going to be... I'd call about a 40-yard punt right there. And Edgewood's going to start at the 40-yard line of their own. 8:51 left to go in the second quarter. What we were talking about before that I think Edgewood, Scott Clemens, from Lincoln House said that, hey, coach has got us playing hard this week. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. This is a must-win game for Edgewood as they start Southwest Ohio Conference play.
And absolutely, and you go look at Edgewood, every game from here on out is, you would think a must-win for them because they know they want that title again.
Handoff up the middle is Chase Doucette. Chase gets him about 8 yards. After Wade Phillips and Elijah Williams graduating last year, it's almost been like a running back by committee, and then you find Lincoln Howell just exploding off long runs. He was a performer of the week for us 2 weeks ago after over a 200-yard performance. 3 touchdowns. Hand off to Lincoln Howell as we speak.
There he goes.
To the right side.
Great outside. He found a hole.
He's got nobody by him to the right side. Stiff arm. He's in for the touchdown, Joey.
He found another hole And he absolutely took advantage of that. Nobody could catch him.
Joey, we're going to call it a 52-yard touchdown run. Lincoln Howe, 52-yard touchdown run just then, 65 in the first quarter. That's at 8:05 on the clock. Edgewood moving up on top, 13-0 over Northwest. Jonathan Testis for the point after. Nice hold, snap. Oh, looks like it's pretty good to me.
Yep.
And that gives them 14. Edgewood up on top, 14-0 over the host Northwest Knights. We're going to step aside. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Hey, this is Edgewood's Lincoln Howe, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
All right, back here at Northwest High School, where it is 14-0. The visiting Edgewood Cougars putting up 14 unanswered points when Northwest is doing just as good of a job on offense. It's just unfortunately for the Knights, a red zone stop with a Connor Beckman intersection halted any momentum on that first initial drive by Northwest. And it's the Lincoln Howe show at the moment.
Yeah, it is. Howe just
he's just ripping through.
He's finding that A gap just wide open. Edgewood offensive line. Here comes a good return.
Jalen Neal to the right
There's
side.
the flat. Oh,
got crunched.
What a hit!
Yeah, Jalen Neal got crunched by Caden Davidson on that return. He's going to call that 31-yard line, but there's a flag on the play.
Coming back
Some
here.
laundry.
I didn't bring my Tide.
Well, it's all right. Looks like a illegal push in the back. Illegal block in the back. We're going to push that ball back. Although that first game we called Joey Talawanda, Baden, that was 26 penalties. I'd imagine we probably won't see something like that in the near future.
I hope not.
I hope we don't. That's the thing. We'll be here until 10 o'clock like we were that time in Oxford.
Excellent. Nice 45-minute drive.
Right. Boy, that game lasted 3 hours. That was like an NFL game. Here comes Logan Lawson. Handoff. Stop the plethora of Edgewood Cougars. Take down Sean McDaniel Jr. in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 4. Call that second down and 14 at the 6. So Northwest with their backs up against the goal line there.
It's a really dangerous position here for Northwest, and that judging by that Edgewood defense, a defensive line is cruising tonight here. In the backfield again.
So if just looking at the first couple possessions from Northwest, it looked like they were able to do some work against Edgewood on the outside, the outside of the ends. So, whether you're Northwest, maybe find a couple more plays that you'd be able to work on the outside. I mean, I'd imagine maybe that a couple of those double reverses when get Edgewood moving one way and send it back the other way. But it is 3rd and 15. Edgewood breaking out the cowbell. Wouldn't expect anything less from them. Handoff up the middle to number 11.
Oh, that was it.
David Russell.
It was a good cut.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not David. That's Keith Love. Keith Love gets about 8 yards on that, but it's going to be 4th down and 8. We're reaching the 6-minute mark of the first half. The halftime break. I think we're going to try and get Becca Kleindienst up here. She was our Performer of the Week this past week. She's a freshman. She had a fantastic game on the 2 games that we were able to put up for the Edgewood High contingent to vote for, and she won it. She came from behind. I think Baden's Alex DeLong had the lead for the first 2 days, and I guess the Edgewood community just said, let's vote, let's vote, let's vote, let's vote, let's vote. So that punt from Northwest will put Edgewood at the
40. Looks like 46.
46.
Yep.
Across midfield. So that punt didn't make it past midfield, and Edgewood's going to start there at the Northwest 46-yard line. 5:52 left to go in the first half.
Let's see if Northwest has an answer.
Anthony Scott, handoff up the middle. We're going to call that Lincoln Howe. When in doubt, just call it Lincoln Howe. When in doubt, Lincoln Howe. Jeez. I don't know, but his brother's out there too. That might have been Landon Howe too.
Yeah.
Landon Howe can do just as much work there. Landon Howe's a junior. Lincoln is a senior. Both got a good level ground about them with their running too. Hard to take down, both of them are.
Oh, yes.
Anthony Scott under center. Rolling to the right side. Toss it over the middle, and he gets the first down. Caught up the middle at the first down.
I couldn't tell because Edgewood's numbers, but one of the Howells had a great block.
Yeah, that was Jackson Heflin for the first down. He's a tight end for Edgewood. You know, those plays are going to work. When you're keying on the Howells, those plays are going to work.
Absolutely.
Play action passes. So that's a first down. Move the chains at the 31-yard line. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Edgewood marching again. Anthony Scott into the center. Handoff up
right up the middle.
We're rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
That is a tough man to bring down.
Yeah, that's Chase Doucette. Chase takes it up the middle, first down and 10, moving the chains again. For those of you just joining in, we're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. We're here at Northwest High School. Fred Hunt press box, high atop Lisa Hunt Field. Beautiful night just outside the Butler County boundaries. Anthony Scott under center. Gary in motion. He gets the handoff to the right side. Takes a cut. I think he's going to get the end
outside.
zone, and he's in for the
nope, he's down at the I believe they're going to mark him out as a 3.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to reach for the pylon, but he gets pushed down at the 2-yard line. That's a first down. That's a pickup of about 16.
Edgewood just finding lanes outside and just damaging Northwest.
Want to congratulate Edgewood senior cheerleader Shelby Williams. She was our Birds Grill and Bar fan of the day. Edgewood athletic director looked at me and said, "Hey, our fan of the day is going to be a cheerleader." I said, "All right." He wanted to give the cheerleader some love, and we did.
Chris, I wonder where this ball's going to.
The band and the cheerleaders, they're an unsung heroes. So we got to give them some love.
Anthony
Scott. I don't know if that was a must play or not.
I have no idea.
Anthony Scott took advantage.
But it worked.
Anthony Scott, fake handoff up the middle. We'll make him sound good there. Runs up the middle, touchdown Edgewood. 20-0, 3:53 showing on the clock. I'm assuming Testis is going to line up for the extra point, and he's out there. Yep. Snap, kick. And it looked like he pushed it, but he got it in there.
He got it, yeah. I thought he pushed it.
that moves us to 21-0. Joey, what's going on around the county right now as we approach halftime here at Northwest?
Alrighty, Chris, bear with me one moment. My score stream's still updating.
Oh, boy. We'll come back to that. Look at that. 3:53 left to go. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Back to Northwest High School, where the Edgewood Cougars have 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 long johns by Lincoln Howe, and the other with a 2-yard scamper up the middle by Anthony Scott. Edgewood's going to kick off here to Northwest. Sir, what's going on around the county?
Chris, we have Madison over Preble Shawnee 7-6 in the second quarter. Baden on top of Roger Bacon 14-7 in the second quarter. Franklin beating Monroe 14-0 second quarter. New Miami on top of St. Bernard 14-6 in the second quarter. Talawanda still on top of New Richmond 13-0 in the first quarter. Lakota West over Sycamore 21-7 in the second. Harrison over Ross 7-3 in the second. And Middletown still clinging on to a 3-0 lead over Lakota East in the first quarter. Hamilton 7-6 over Fairfield in the second quarter.
Joey, Fairfield's receiving some Division I Associated Press votes. They're not necessarily in the top 10, but they are receiving votes. They're knocking on the door, as is New Miami in Division 7. So, by numbers, you're looking at those are the 2 best teams in Butler County at this point.
Absolutely, and I had the privilege to cover New Miami in their first game versus Gable Montessori, and they looked absolutely amazing.
Well, the Village is saying that this is one of their better teams that they're fielding, and a lot of their skill players are juniors. So we're going to see this next year, too.
I can see that. They played Fayetteville last week, who was a really good football team as well, barely giving up any points, and they waxed it on them. And it's a fun team. It's going to be interesting to watch.
A lot of the names you'd be calling on Northwest or on New Miami are the same players you're going to call in basketball.
In basketball, yeah.
Well, we had a false start by Northwest, pushes them back 5 yards, and we got a 5-yard scamper that bring it second down and 10, but there's a timeout Edgewood. We'll take another break. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Hey, this is Edgewood's Lincoln Howe, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Butler County High School Sports Report. Handoff up the middle. I think that was number 3, Cameron Good.
Yep.
Cameron Good, using some smart timeouts here, Joe.
Yeah.
You know, that second down play puts the ball at the 28-yard line. We're going to see 3rd and 6. So Edgewood's, I think they've got one more timeout, so they could probably call another timeout here, stop the clock, give themselves about 3 minutes, probably a little less than 3 minutes after a possible punt here, which you're assuming if you're Edgewood and stopping this Northwest play here on 3rd down.
It's going to be an interesting play call here for Northwest.
Yeah, do you throw it, risk a situation of incomplete, stop the clock? If you're Northwest, you'd almost try and pass it anyway because Edgewood's going to call that timeout regardless.
I agree.
And rolling to the left.
Lawson rolling around, yep.
Yep.
Great look.
Yeah, great look. Number 16.
Oh, he's still going.
Grant.
He's still going.
Making some moves across the 50-yard line. Gets past the 40, and that's a first down. There it was, Joey. It was a pass.
That was a great look there by Lawson. He got away from the oncoming Edgewood, oncoming traffic.
That puts the ball at the 39. Edgewood, I don't know if they were sitting in prevent defense or not.
Yeah.
It was wide open in the middle of the field there. That was a good play. But Lawson tossed it perfect right there. Lawson in the shotgun. Rolls right. Tosses over to 3. That's good. Good gets himself about a good
2,
yeah, we'll
3 yards.
2, Joey.
Yep.
So Edgewood's probably not going to call that timeout.
No.
That final timeout, unless they see another third down from Northwest. So 2nd down and 8 at the 37-yard line. Northwest trying to put some points on the board before the half. Cowbell. There's
going deep.
Austin deep.
Oh,
Just
missed
overthrows
him.
his receiver. That was, looking at Tyler Rottenhouse. Rottinghouse had a step. But Lawson got a little excited there, Joey. That was 6 right there.
That was, and Baton did that as well last week on the Edgewood team. They found a little weakness in the secondary, and they had a couple long pass plays. So I would like to see Northwest keep attacking in the air.
Lawson in the shot.
Drop the ball!
Tried to make the delivery to Cameron Good and drops the ball.
Edgewood's got it, but there's a flag.
An Edgewood fathead is in front of us right now, and we can't really see.
I'm going to see what this flag is here. Well,
yeah,
it's a chop block.
Yeah, it looks like a chop block call, Joey, on Northwest. That penalty is going to be declined. Edgewood picks the ball up with a timeout, Joey. So you got 2:33 left to go in the second quarter. 21-0. Edgewood up on top. Now they've got the ball at the 41-yard line of Northwest. If you just tuned in, Lincoln Howell's got 2 long scampers for touchdowns in his first half, and an Anthony Scott 3-yard run up the middle puts us at 21-0. Anthony Scott, handoff up the middle, breaks a couple tackles. Lincoln Howell running hard.
Even when Howell gets touched in the backfield, he just finds a way to get out of it and get positive yardage. It's amazing.
Right, you won't see too many negative yardage in his run category.
And speaking of Baden, Joel Sackenheim is at that game, and Switzer connected on a long 65-yard pass. Baden's up now 28-7.
Wow.
Over Roger Bacon.
Over Roger Bacon. I know Corey kind of been a household name for Roger Bacon the last couple of years. He's a highly recruited running back for the Spartans. And
coming in. Oh!
Yeah, Anthony Scott was pursued by the Kamari Fry. Kamari Fry sacks him, and that's going to push Edgewood back. I think Edgewood's going to use that final timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, Edgewood, final timeout, 21-0, 1:28 left to go. We're going to look at a long second down, and we'll call that 2nd down and 17.
Yep.
Stay with us as we approach the half. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Second down and 17. Edgewood sitting at the 45-yard line. And 21-0. Cougars up on top of the Knights here at Northwest High School. Anthony Scott. Hand off to Gray. Hand off to Gary to the left side. Gary's going to take that out of bounds. Going to stop the clock, but doesn't get nothing but a yard on that one. Well, the good thing about that play is that the clock stops. So.
Yeah.
Well, if you're Scott Clemens, you might as well just run it up the middle,
down.
Boot it.
Yeah.
Yep. Although let's see, Northwest does have 2 timeouts, so with 1:22 left to go, just not for certain each team can do with 1:22 left, but we'll see here. Anthony Scott, fake handoff. I think we might be calling some
that should be a flag, yeah. Just throwing it deep. That's going to be a flag. Has to be.
Should have been flagged
No.
all over the place, Joey.
Goodness.
Yeah, we saw some holding in the backfield. Somebody got taken down. Edgewood Cougar got taken down by a defensive back before that play even got developed out of the snap. So that's 4th down and 17, a minute 13 left to go in the first half. Edgewood's going to boot it away.
If Northwest can get some points here on the board, it would change their momentum how they come into the second half.
It will, because they get the ball out of the half. That's the best kick that we've seen from.
I agree, and it's going to be
Edgewood in terms of the
down inside the 5, all the way to the
2. Northwest has a little bit of work to do. They will have a little bit of work to do if they want to get something going. Hang out with us here as we approach the last minute of the first half. Edgewood up on top of Northwest, 21-0. We'll be right back.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com.
Hey, this is Edgewood's Lincoln Howe, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network. Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt here at Northwest High School. Run up the middle for Northwest goes nowhere. I think we're going to get 2 yards on that. And approaching 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Northwest isn't going to call their timeouts. I think they're just going to call it a half and head in there and
that's what I would
see if they can recoup. Hand off to Bobby Green.
Right up the middle for a first. That was a good carry there by Green. But I agree. Just take this into halftime. Don't force anything here.
Right. Well, we'll try and round up some stats for you here at the half. We'll go through some Butler County action around the area. And we're hoping to talk to Becca Kleindens of Edgewood. And we're going to call it the half. 21-0. Edgewood up on top. 21-0. You're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, providing professional images for your local high school athletes. SuccessPhoto.com.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll. and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Welcome back to the Butler County High School Sports Report. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. We are here at the half at Northwest High School, where it is Edgewood Cougars up on top of the Northwest Knights, 21-0. Joey, I mean, we're looking pretty good today. We're going to grab some stats here shortly, but stay with us. We're going to get Becca Kleindinst on the line and chat with her about her Performer of the Week honors. We're going to have some fun with that, so stay right with us. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, providing professional images for your local high school athletes. SuccessPhoto.com.
Hey, this is Edgewood's Lincoln Howe, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Hello, Butler County High School sports enthusiasts. You're here at Northwest High School, where the Edgewood Cougars are up on top of the Northwest Knights, 21-0. But I am here with Becca Kleindinst, the Performer of the Week winner of last week. I appreciate you coming on. This is fantastic. It's a pleasure to have you on. So
thank you for having me.
Well, we want to first off congratulate you on the Performer of the Week honors. You get to go eat at Rick's Tavern and Grill in Fairfield on us. How about that?
I'm excited.
Tell us how the season has been going for the Edgewood girls volleyball team. It seems like a pretty successful season thus far. You guys are, I believe, 11-2 right now. I guess after last night's contest against Northwest. Talk about how the season's been going thus far.
Yeah, it's been a really exciting season, and a lot has to do with our new coach, Jessica Winstall. She just completely changed our program, and I'm really proud to be such a good team. And we all love each other so much, and we can't see what happens in our future, maybe even the SWAC title.
Awesome. Well, I'd imagine that's the main goal for a lot of teams. So, how have things been going for you personally this season? Your numbers are fantastic. So. Yeah,
this year I've worked so hard to get where I am, but I could never a practice isn't wasted, and I could never do without the sports of my teammates and my coaches.
Awesome. Well, let's focus on the two games that we felt separated you from the rest. Talawanda and Fairmont games last week, a combined 54 assists, 13 digs, 7 kills. The crazy thing, those weren't your two best games. What's been working for you out there on the court specifically?
Yeah, I think what's working out on the court, especially for me, is all the good energy around me, and how all the players around me are so lifted with all the good energy, and it just spreads around the court.
Right. Well, it's probably a fantastic thing to have you on the team, and like you said, work around all that energy. And what's been going on the focus for the team here on out? I mean, the team's been gaining a lot of momentum right now. So.
Yeah, we do have a lot of momentum right now, especially after our winning streak. But I think our main focus is to just focus on us as the team and our bond together that we build with each other, because that's most important.
Well, Becca, we appreciate you coming on, okay? Good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That was Becca Kleindinst, freshman volleyball standout for the girls team over at Edgewood. We thank her for coming on, and we wish the Edgewood Cougars the best of luck the rest of the way. Stay with us at the half here. It's Edgewood Cougars 21, Northwest Knights nothing.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
We thank you for listening to our broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports results, stories, and student athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game. We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, providing professional images for your local high school athletes. SuccessPhoto.com.
Welcome back to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network. We just got off the horn with Becca Kleindienst, Edgewood freshman volleyball standout. She had a fantastic week last week, nominated as the Butler County High School Sports Report's Performance Toyota Performer of the Week, and the Edgewood contingent voted for her. Actually, I think it was in the morning of Wednesday. The cutoff was noon. The morning of, I don't know, all of Trenton just got on the internet and just said, vote, 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 vote. But Joey, here at the half is Edgewood 21, Northwest nothing. We got about roughly 12 minutes until the third quarter kickoff, but right now it's looking like a rushing game. I mean, it's all rushing.
Absolutely.
All day long for both teams. Edgewood looking at 230 yards on the ground collectively as a unit, and then Northwest looking at 87 yards on the ground at the moment. Love with 37 yards, Green with 27 for Northwest, but it's dominantly Lincoln Howe.
It's a house show.
Yeah, with 136 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Scott has 45 yards. He's, the man leading the plays for Edgewood. Whether it's going to be, that read that he makes, or if he's going to hand off to Lincoln Howe. That's what we've been seeing right now for Edgewood. So, Joey, what were your 3 keys of the game? I don't know if we even hit those 3 keys of the game.
Well,
if you remember.
Yeah. Well, for Northwest, it was contain, obviously, Howe, because coming into this game, you knew he was getting the ball. Number 2, was turnovers. I believe last week they had 4, against Kings. And then they even had almost 33 minutes of possession that game, too. And then the third one was, can they bounce back, from last week? And then from Edgewood's side, was giving up the big plays. Can they contain the big plays? Number 2 was How will he respond after last week's game? And then number 3, I would have said turnovers as well, because they turned the ball over quite a few times as well last week. So those 3, you come in here. I don't think Edgewood has a turnover.
No, they don't.
They're
rolling turnover free. And
then Northwest, that throw, unfortunately, in the end zone, that's their only one. But it's definitely been the Howe show. He's got basically half the yards.
More than half, right?
More than half, yeah. So he's finding holes in this defense, and they're just taking advantage of it. And if he gets stopped in the backfield, he can't go down.
Yeah, kudos to the Edgewood Cougar line. A little bit of a wake-up call last week, I think, from Edgewood. Two losses in a row, going up against a Baden squad that was fired up and
Oh, yeah.
mad after going 0-2. Now Edgewood's kind of put in that position to where you don't want to play on tilt. So you look at this game as a must-win game if you're Edgewood.
Yeah, absolutely, and this first game of the conference just sets the tone for the rest of the season. And like we said earlier, Edgewood has won the conference 3 straight years, and Clemens knows how to win football games. And it was the big question was the bounce back.
Right.
And the first half, that's all they did. I mean, they bounced back and just gutted every yard that they could.
Yep. Well, you're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. We just got done talking to Becca Kleindienst of Edgewood Volleyball. She was our Performer of the Week nominee winner. The contingent of Edgewood said, "Let's get her that honor." So they ended up doing that for her favor, and she ended up winning. Joey, we're gonna hit up some scores once we come back from the Butler County High School Sports Report's Performance Toyota break. Hang tight.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize local high school student-athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student-athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, providing professional images for your local high school athletes. SuccessPhoto.com. We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student-athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student-athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Welcome back to the halftime break here at Northwest High School, where it is Edgewood up on top of Northwest, 21-0. Joey, some anticipated scores. I've got to know what's going on around the county.
Oh no, absolutely. We have Madison over Pueblo Shawnee at halftime, 20-6. Monroe trailing Franklin, 21-0 at halftime. The New Miami Vikings, 14-6 over St. Bernard at halftime. Lakota West, 28 unanswered going into the half over Sycamore, 28-7. Baden over Roger Bacon, currently right now in the second quarter, 28-7. Fairfield and Hamilton, second quarter updated here, 14-13. Larry Cox's side, Talawanda, 20-6 over New Richmond. And then we got Harrison over Ross, 21-10. And that is at halftime. Middletown and Lakota East, 7-6 currently right now.
Wow, is that
so that
Lakota East up on top of Middletown, 7-6. Wow.
We got barn burners.
Yep. So I've got a note from Jordan Phillips, one of our photographers. He's at the St. Bernard game. Yep, 14-6 right at the half. Yep. So I tell you, I think that might be New Miami's. Biggest test at this point. So we'll see how they can do here in the second half. But we're here at Northwest High School where it's 21-0. We got about 3 minutes left to go into the halftime break. We want to thank Northwest. Fantastic hospitality we've had so far. We haven't been able to dig into the Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll have some of that for us when we sign off here. But 21-0 Edgewood. Northwest is going to get the kick at the start of the third quarter, so we're going to take another break and we'll hit up the kickoff once we get back to action here. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student-athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student-athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota.
Sports Report. We added a couple minutes on the clock there for the halftime break. Both Northwest and Edgewood's bands did some performing for us, so that gave us a little bit of a time to grab a drink, and we could have had a little Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
We didn't take advantage of that yet. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. We're here at Northwest High School, where it is the Cougars up on top of this one, the first 24 minutes of this game, Joey. To sum up the first half, Edgewood didn't let Northwest do much of about anything after that first drive where Northwest was driving, and then unfortunate interception in the end zone, and Northwest hasn't been too much closer than that the rest of the way.
Absolutely. That Edgewood defensive line has just been brutalizing Northwest, and then on the other side, it's just the Lincoln Howell show. I mean, he's got over half of Edgewood's yards, plus some really good touchdowns. I mean, it's just been all Edgewood, and we'll see if it continues here in the second half. Clemens had his side fired up tonight, coming off of 2 straight losses.
And there's a second half kick to Northwest here. Looks like we're going to get Sean McDaniel to the left side. He's going to take it to the 25-yard line, and that's where the Knights are going to start this third quarter. Yeah, keep an eye on some of those scores, Joey, because
I got you.
That's what we're
big night around the county area.
Big night around the county. Some surprising scores, actually, to say the least. Don Simpson up there in Middletown. Jacob Bingham's covered them a couple times this year, and Don Simpson tells Jacob, it's like one of those things. They're getting there. They just don't know how to finish, and that's what he's been preaching in terms of his middies. Handoff up the middle for Northwest. That's going to put the ball at the 31-yard line. We'll give it a 2-yard gain. That was McDaniel on that carry. I mean, we can always preach that when you go into the second half, you've got to adjust. But, we'll see what Northwest can do.
Yeah.
Logan Lawson in the shotgun. Handoff to number 31, Keith Love, and he goes nowhere.
They're just blowing up the offensive line. A little extracurricular activity over here.
We talked to Lincoln Howell yesterday when we handed the Performer of the Week honors to both him and Becca Klein last night at the volleyball contest. Lincoln Howell said that this team practiced completely different this week.
A
lot of swarming at the ball. You can see that, Joey, right now on defense.
I mean, after last week's performance, you better believe that Clemens had his side ready for tonight, and so far it is working to the best of its ability. Less than 100 yards
right.
They're giving up right now.
Right. I don't know, Joey. It looks like it's going to be second in eternity. That was like a 25-yard penalty. I don't know what happened there. Northwest pushed back to the 25-yard line, the 14-yard line.
Lawson's going down.
Yep, Lawson got sacked.
At the 1.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him momentum at the 1, Joey.
You got a fat head in the way.
Yep. I think that's Mason Whiteley's family. At least I'm assuming there's a Whiteley jersey.
Well, 3rd and long here. I'd just try and get out.
Yeah, you want to get 5 yards.
Exactly.
A little bit of a punt, some punt room here.
And Nary's been doing good on these punts so far.
Right. It's a little scary when you've got the goalpost at your back.
Exactly. Shotgun formation here.
Yep. That's a handoff up the middle to Bobby Green.
So they'll get some.
Right.
A little bit out, but still depending on this punt, Edgewood's looking at Northwest territory here.
Oh, yeah, it was almost a guarantee. I don't see Gary, who's back to return for Edgewood, to go too much further back. He's going to stand at the 40-yard line. I was waiting for that step back on that back line for a safety.
That is a great punt.
Beautiful punt. Got some bounces there, and Gary's going to take the ball, grabs it at the 50-yard line. He's doing some dancing. That's where he's going to stay.
Tackled at the 50.
So Edgewood's going to grab their first possession of the game for Edgewood to start their 3rd quarter of action on the offensive end. So we're going to hit a quick break. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports, and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Welcome back to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network. Joey, on that first play, Edgewood lost a little bit of the handle of the ball, but they ended up getting it back. So
definitely not what you want the first possession of second half, but they have room to.
Well, they have room to
make
work
that error.
Right. 2nd down and 12 here. Anthony Scott under center.
Got about a yard.
And it was Lincoln Howe at the middle. Yeah, we'll give him 1 yard on that. Well, you're looking at Edgewood that first play. Unfortunately, a bust. Now you're going to work with a third and long situation right here. So it's almost like you're back to square one here. If you don't get too much of a. At this point, I think if they get 5 yards here, Joey, I'd imagine Clemens might go for it.
I like that call, and if they can get some.
A little bit of trickery, but Anthony Scott's going to keep it on a QB sneak around the left side, and he's going to take it to the 46-yard line. I think they're going to stay out there.
Yeah.
Nope. Hold on.
No. Bring on the old punt team.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah. Coffin corner.
I think if you get a little bit closer to that first down marker, that might have been a little different story. So Edgewood 3 and out there. They're going to boot it back to Northwest. Northwest going to not as bad territory starting on offense as they did last drive. Well, they had the ball at the 35. They just had a big old 20-yard penalty, and it pushed them back into their own territory. So on that punt, Edgewood doesn't get too bad of a roll on that punt, so Northwest is going to start at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. 7:25 left in the third quarter. Edgewood still up on top, 21-0. Edgewood coming into this game 1-2. Northwest 0-1. All right, and the shotgun is Logan Lawson. Up the middle. Give him 3 yards on that, Joey. 2nd down and 8.
Just nothing going here for Northwest at all this game. It's this front line of Edgewood on their defensive side has just been absolutely incredible.
Well, it looked like Edgewood's ends adjusted.
Yep.
They're forcing everything inside. Lawson, hand off to McDaniel over the right side. Crowd again. Give him 1 on that one, Joey. We got a 3rd down and 7.
You just got to wonder if Northwest can maybe find some trick plays up their sleeve and then throw the ball. I would like to see them throw the ball more. I mean, they're down 21-0, and Edgewood can get beat on the defensive side. Their secondary did last week at least versus Baden.
Right.
I mean, go deep a few times. Make a play happen.
Mm-hmm. Logan Lawson grabs the play from the sideline. He's going to sit in the shotgun. Now, he's been in the shotgun all day. In motion is Keith Love.
That's going to be a flat coming back. He
Yeah,
fumbled
Logan
the ball.
Lawson ended up
Fumbled the
fumbling that
ball.
ball. We don't know who proud on it. Looks like Northwest hopped back on it. But we saw some
laundry,
some yellow stuff that got on that field. I think we got a penalty there. Holding Northwest.
Declined the penalty. Yeah, I like that call.
Yeah, Scott Clemens and company is going to decline that. Lee Johnson and the Northwest Knights still trying to get a little bit of momentum here in the 2019 season. But when you're going up against a fired up, kind of mad Edgewood program, that's probably what you're going to see.
And that was not...
That's a rough punt for Northwest. Yeah. Gary didn't get an opportunity to field that one, so that's going to put Edgewood at the 4:30. Or he's still moving.
Goodness. My goodness.
He's moving 36-yard line. So we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who has partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor.
Right up the middle.
Yeah, welcome back. The first play of that possession right there. Lincoln House takes it to the house.
My goodness. Straight up the middle.
That's going to be a 37-yard jaunt for Lincoln House. That's his 3rd one of the day, and that makes it 27-0. There's a flag on the play, Joseph. What are we going to call here? Hold it.
Oh, wow.
Personal foul. Looks like maybe, is it after the play? Yeah, they're going to call that after the play.
Yeah,
Personal
assess
foul.
that on the kickoff.
Yeah, not entirely too certain as to what happened there, but Test is going to make the kick here.
High snap.
But got it. It's good. Uh-oh.
And another flag.
We're going to get a roughing the kicker or holder here? Yeah, another flag. So I think we're going to see 2 penalties at this kickoff, Joey. Well, we're looking at 5:22 left to go in that third quarter. 28-0 Edgewood. 3 Lincoln Howell Scampers and an Anthony Scott quarterback keeper up the middle for Edgewood, and that's what we're sitting at right now, 28-0 Edgewood.
You know who Lincoln Howell reminds me of? It's Mike Allstott.
He does.
He's built like
right.
Mike Allstott.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he is tough to get down.
Yep.
That backfield is very good on that Edgewood side.
You know, it's crazy, Joey. I was looking at some of the numbers last year with Wade Phillips and Elijah Williams. That backfield, they let go some good graduating seniors as well. But you're looking at some seniors who are stepping up here as well, and that's a testament to what Lincoln Howell's doing right now. Putting some of his Cougars on his shoulders at this point.
Exactly.
Trying to get that team to 2-2 on the season. Well, we're going to step aside here before we get to kickoff. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, providing professional images for your local high school athletes.
Edgewood gets to boot this one off. Was that from the 40?
I had to double check there for a minute.
Yeah, they got the kick off that bad boy from
the northwest side.
Northwest side of that kick there. So that sails in the back of the end zone. That's a no-brainer. So Edgewood, Northwest going to start this drive at the 20-yard line. Joey, we got going on score-wise, man. Anticipation's killing me.
Anticipation is. We have Roger Bacon and Baden, 28-7. Baden on top at halftime. Franklin still beating Monroe 21-0. Madison and Pueblo Shawnee just keep going back-to-back. Madison on top 27-14 in the third quarter. And then we have New Miami still hanging on 14-6. And Lakota West still hanging on 28-7. And Talawanda still up 20-6. Lakota East still hanging tough 7-6 over Middletown. And then Fairfield and Hamilton still 14-13.
No, Talawanda ends up pulling that one off against New Richmond. I mean, that's going to put them at 4-0. Another game that I'm keeping an eye on is that Hamilton-Fairfield game as well. Second down and 18 at the 12-yard line from Northwest. 28-0 if you're just tuning in from other action from around the county. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt.
Double reverse?
Yeah, double reverse action for Northwest.
There you go.
Yeah, get to about a
10
10-yard
yards there.
I would say that's about a 12-yard gain. That's going to put them at 3rd and 6 at the 25-yard line. Sean McDaniels run hard, man. He runs hard.
He does. A lot of fight in this Northwest team, too, as well.
Absolutely. The Edgewood Cougar standing right by our Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network sign.
Oh, right through the hands.
He's got to be hot, that Cougar down there. He's a trooper down there. Logan Lawson tries to hit a Northwest streaking receiver across the middle, and that's off the fingertips. And
that was
fourth
off
down.
Grant, yeah.
And Gary is back to return his punt for Edgewood.
Uh-oh. I think that kick got blocked. Chris, I couldn't tell if that was a blocked kick, a blocked punt, or a muffed off the probably the side of the foot. Either way, Edgewood.
I'm going to say either way, not good.
Yeah.
.335 showing on the clock. I think if we get one more score, Joe, we've got a running clock. So that clock will be running without stoppage. Our first running clock of the season for the report if it does happen.
Yeah.
You're not going to stray away from what you've been doing on offense if you're Edgewood. Handoff up the middle. I believe the way he was running right there, that was Lincoln Howe. We'll give him 5 yards on that, and we're going to set up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line, reaching just about the 3-minute mark of the third quarter.
Chris, there is quite a few teams in this conference that can win this, and it's going to be an exciting year of football in the conference.
The game that we're looking forward to is that
fall
start on Edgewood there. That's going to push them back to where they started. That final game of the season, which I think you got something going on that weekend, which
I might have to postpone whatever I had going on, and then
you might want to talk to the authorities.
Exactly.
That's the Talawanda, Ross at Talawanda. I don't know that. I mean, depending on what Harrison does, depending on what Edgewood does the rest of the way, I mean, you got to look at Mount Healthy as well. So,
yeah.
Depending all those aspects into play, we could be seeing a doozy up in Oxford in Week 10. Unpredictable doozy. I mean, it's
exactly.
I mean, looking at what Larry Cox has been doing for Talawanda, I mean, you're not going to take that away from anything that man in Butler County has done in terms of coaching. Handoff up the middle. I think we're going to get into call that a first down for Edgewood. Moves the change.
Scott kept that one. Found a hole right down the middle, which is what we've seen all night, just in the A gap. You know, they've been controlling the A gap of a Northwest.
Anthony Scott under center. Hand up the middle with Howe. Howe has got a little bit of running room there. Burst of speed up the middle, and he's going to get about a 20-yard gain. Sends it down, about an 18-yard gain, sends it down to the 5-yard line. For those of you just tuning in, it's 28-0 Edgewood over Northwest. Under 2 minutes to play here at this third quarter. Hand off left side, Lincoln Howe. Barrels down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah. Injury down now.
Yeah, man down. We're going to call a quick timeout here as one of the Northwest players gets attended to. Hope he is okay. We're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools for from any sports, and let family, friends, and your school vote in the report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, providing professional images for your local high school athletes. SuccessPhoto.com.
Hey, this is Edgewood's Lincoln Howe, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. Edgewood knocking on the door again here as we approach the end of the third quarter. A Northwest player got up with a little bit of help, so we hope that he is okay. Handoff. Stop that.
That's a
line
good
of
stop,
scrimmage.
yeah.
Yeah, Northwest showing a little bit of a wall-esque defensive line there on this goal to go for Edgewood.
Chris, we got a good one in brewing in St. Bernard. St. Bernard scored a touchdown, but New Miami stopped them on the two-point conversion. It's 14-12,
Wow.
4:55 in the third so far. I had to get my tweets from New Miami now coming.
Yep. Anthony Scott under center.
You got it.
Edgewood punches her in. That's going to push it to 34-0. With 32 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Test is on with the extra point. He's been good on all four.
Yes, he has.
Takes a couple things for extra points to happen. Good snap, good hold, and good
Yeah.
kick. So,
All have been perfect.
yep. Good
A little bit
snap,
high.
good hold, good
You
kick.
got it.
Wham bam, 35.
Yep.
And pushes us to 35. Nothing, just finishing up on this third quarter. Hang with us. We're going to get you some more scores here. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, providing professional images for your local high school athletes. SuccessPhoto.com.
Thank City Lights and Calling All Captains, as well as the Ross High Band of Class, for providing some of our tunes tonight. That's kind of cool that they were allowing us to toss up some of their jams to include on our broadcast. So mad props to City Lights, Calling All Captains, and the Ross High School Band. City Lights is a band from Columbus, we got consent from them to play some of their stuff, which is pretty cool. And then calling all captains, they're a band from Canada. So
Oh, wow.
they said, have at it, go for it. Nice return up the middle by
That's a
number,
great- still
number
on a speed
9,
to 50.
Jalen Neal. And Jalen Neal moves it to the 50-yard line. Best start for Northwest here in a while.
Oh, yeah.
I think since that first drive. And 12 ticks left here in this third quarter. Joey's dialed in on his phone.
I'm trying to get these scores together, and we have a touchdown for New Miami. It is now 21-12.
Wow. New Miami trying to move their record to 4-0 on the season. Well, that's going to send us to the fourth quarter. Edgewood is up on top, 35-0 over SWAC rival Northwest. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Northwest is going to take over at the 48-yard line. Logan Lawson back to pass. All kinds of time. He's scrambling. Not too much. There's a little bit of pursuit. What a pass to number 11.
No, incomplete.
David Russell.
I thought he had it.
David Russell had enough time to get away from defenders, and he had a wide open lane there, and Logan Lawson tried to get it to him. Edgewood Cheaters tossing out some parting gifts to the
Chris, I want
fans.
a partying gift.
Yeah,
I'm about to go out there. Come on.
Right. Joey, you go tackle.
That's a bomb.
You go tackle somebody for it. you be that fan. Knock over a kid to get a baseball.
Well, I'd give it back.
All right. I don't know.
Wide open to the outside.
Lawson over to Love. Love gets himself a first down. Nice little out route from the backfield. Nobody is out there, and that's a first down. That's chalked it up for a 20-yard gain for connection from Lawson to Love. Puts him at the 25-yard line. Lawson
throwing again.
Quick out.
Almost picked off.
Oh, the quick pass over to number 5, McDaniel. I think, actually, McDaniel turned around with a button hook.
Yeah.
I mean, that's as much of a button hook as you're going to see right there. Hit him right in the hands as he turned around. But then it was almost picked off by an Edgewood defender. I want to thank Northwest Athletic Administration for allowing us to come up here and invade the press box. It's been fantastic hanging out with them. Logan Lawson in the shotgun. Bobby Green behind him. He gets the handoff.
Nowhere.
He stopped. No, that's not Bobby Green. Sorry, Joey. That's Larry Young.
Chris, we have another barn burner brewing. Middletown over East, 9-7.
Wow.
After a field goal converted by Middletown.
Logan Lawson with a little bit of a dipsy-do, turn around, this, that, and the other. It evades some Edgewood defenders, and he tosses it out. Incomplete. Fourth down.
I would keep him on the field.
Yeah, they're going to keep him on the field here. Looking at a 4th and 13 at the 28-yard line of Edgewood. Northwest got down to here. Not too bad of a start for this drive. Love with a pass from Lawson gets them down to the 30-yard line, and right here, Lawson.
He's got him wide open. Oh.
Wide open. It was Kevin Grant, a little streak pattern. I think when he turned around, I didn't think he was going to probably see that ball. That's what he was probably thinking. But it was there if he kept running. Edgewood takes over on downs. It is 35 to zip at the 28-yard line. If you're Edgewood, you're going to play it safe.
Oh, yeah.
Let plays happen, just like they've been doing all game.
To the outside, wide open hole. Staying on his feet.
Yeah, he rumbles, trips, gets about 6 yards there. Maybe we'll call it 6 or 7. I want to thank you for listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network's broadcast of the Edgewood Cougars at the Northwest Knights in a SWAC opener. Joey, it's been great being here at Northwest. I'm sure that the Northwest Knight contingent would rather see a little bit of a different outcome at this point, but Edgewood's coming in two losses.
Oh, yeah.
Scott Clemens getting his team fired up for this one, SWAC opener. And we're seeing it right here.
Absolutely, and coming off last week, they had, not so good of a performance, and I'm sure Clemens all week has been, preaching how to get better, and, they've just dominated this game, and the defense, it's been an outstanding defense by Edgewood. Very impressive.
Yeah, aside from Northwest's opening drive that was stalled because of an interception toss from Lawson. Handoff, swarming Northwest defense there. That's going to be a loss of 3. Northwest is going to force a punt here. We do have a running clock at this moment. This broadcast is brought to you by and powered by Performance Toyota. They've been our marquee sponsor. I want to thank all of our other sponsors as well to make this happen.
Absolutely. Ooh.
Not a very good punt by Edgewood, but that's where every one of Edgewood's punts has gotten at least a 10 to 15-yard bounce.
Net yard.
Yeah. So Northwest is going to start at their own 36-yard line. We're going to step aside as we take care of this last 6 minutes and 23 seconds here at Northwest. You're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student-athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student-athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Welcome back to the Butler County High School Sports Report. Northwest runs a play to the left side. That's going to be a no gain. Call that 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line. Edgewood up on top, 35-0 in this SWAC opener running clock here. We got about 5:30 left to play here. Off of Pippin Road.
False start. I believe that was on Grant.
Yep. Illegal procedure on Northwest. That's going to push them back 5 yards. Tell you what, the Edgewood Cougars been stomping around all day on the sidelines.
Oh, yeah.
He must have a fan in there. His name's Denny. Den-E. Speaking for the Cougar
Denny.
Den. Denny the Cougar. Oh, boy. Oh, he's trying to find his tail.
Uh-oh. Breaking off to the outside.
Yeah,
Great run.
good little run by Bobby Green.
Quick.
Now the Edgewood Cougar, Denny, is trying to find his tail. He can't find it.
Oh.
No, he's mad. Yeah, he's... Oh, there's somebody found it for him. There we go.
Well, Chris, that was actually a hold.
Yeah, a long play for Northwest resulted in a hold.
It's just really not been their night. I mean, it's penalties and then this defense of Edgewood.
Well, their defense is cracking down there.
Oh, yes.
This is a momentum changer for Edgewood. So
yeah.
I mean, imagine that's all you're going to do is come into this, work your playbook, work your schemes, make this a momentum-changing game.
Lawson going to go deep.
Lawson deep. Number 31.
Oh, my
goodness. In and out of the hands of Kevin Love, who was wide open along the sidelines.
That was 6.
Sort of been what tonight's been for Northwest right there. That was 6, yeah. Kevin Love, sorry, Keith Love he was there. Down the sideline. Pass is there from Lawson. Beautiful pass.
Yeah. I've just been noticing all game that when Northwest does pass the ball, there have been times where Lawson have missed multiple targets that are wide open.
But that was not that was all Love right
oh
there.
Yeah.
That was
oh
all
yeah.
In and out of the hands, looked right up.
Beautiful
right
pass.
There. 3rd and 15 at the 31 of Northwest. We're looking at under 3 minutes to play on this running clock here.
Going deep again.
Lawson gets a little bit of time.
He'll run.
Finds a hole up the middle.
Still going.
Get himself a first down
and more.
And he gets tackled across the 50-yard line. He's going to get up and try and make a play here. I'd imagine if you're Northwest with this running clock, you can only stop it with a timeout. And call that a 25-yard gain by Lawson. Puts the ball at the 48-yard line of Edgewood. If you're just tuning in, it's been all Lincoln Howe, all Edgewood, all day long.
Good, still on his feet. Breaks to the outside.
A little bit of everything there. First down, Edgewood moving the chains again. Reaching under the 2-minute mark here at Northwest. Well, if everything holds out, Edgewood's going to move their record to 2-2, 1-0 in the SWAC, and then Northwest is going to fall to 0-4, 0-1 in the SWAC.
Lawson taking control.
Yeah, Lawson's going to keep it himself, about 5 yards there. Enjoy what's going on around the county, man. Let's close this one.
All right, we have Madison over Pueblo Shawnee, 41-14 in the 4th.
Madison's been looking for that burst right there. I know they've been looking for it. That'll push them to 2-2.
Franklin over Monroe right now, 35-6.
Yeah, Monroe will fall to 0-4.
New Miami right now beating St. Bernard 21-12 in the 4th. Harrison beating Ross 34-10. Lakota West up on top of Sycamore 28-14. Sycamore's trying to come back there. Baden on top of Roger Bacon 28-7. And then Fairfield on top 21-13 right now in the 3rd. Talawanda right now 29-6 in the 4th. And then Lakota East 14-9 over Middletown right now here in the 3rd.
They punched in. Don Simpson's been trying to get the middies on track. But Rick Haynes over at Lakota East puts together a good, sound team. They love the old-fashioned stuff over there in Liberty Township. We've got a timeout here on on the field. We're going to take probably one of our last breaks here. We're going to hit up our sponsors. We want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Performance Soda, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4 at Performance Soda. Our proud Performer of the Week sponsor. Matandy Steel and Metal Products, an official sponsor of Baden Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, who is partnered up as our Performer of the Week gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, providing professional images for your local high school athletes. SuccessPhoto.com.
Trying to put a little bit of something on the board here with 35 seconds left, 36 seconds in counting here. Lawson back to pass on 4th down.
Oh,
and
boy.
He's escaping
Still going.
everybody. Runs. Going to get himself
Still going.
down and more. Inside the 20, inside the 15. Northwest are going to call themselves another timeout. Lawson gets up, wisely calls timeout. Clock stops at 18.6. Good
final
run.
drive.
Yeah, good run.
It's a really good drive.
Good run. So that leaves Northwest with one more timeout. 18.6 seconds left on the clock. Tell you what, I've got to give a lot of credit to Lawson for seeing holes, seeing a little bit of some of that front pressure from Edgewood. He's making plays.
Oh, he is, and I think he's seeing more clear this second half than he did the first half, and he's basically gotten this drive so far for Northwest, besides a couple of good rushes and a.
No, he had an errant pass.
Yeah,
that wasn't an errant pass. It hit off the hand.
Should have been 6.
Love. It should have been 6, right?
See if they can punch it in here for nice consolation.
Yep.
Oh, missed him on that one.
Had Casey Berry. He was streaking across the middle there, but Lawson couldn't connect with him. Last time out by Northwest, 5.9. We're going to hit one more break here. If you're getting sick of hearing our sponsors here, Performance Toyota, take it away.
Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
That's it.
All right, yeah, we're going to call it right there. Lawson ends up rolling to the right side, pass incomplete. Players are going to line up. It's a final here, Joey. Edgewood 35, Northwest nothing. Edgewood moves to 2-2. Northwest moves to 0-4. Take it away, Joey.
Chris, I think this game, you look at the offense for Edgewood, but I solely think this defense carried themselves, and then it forced Edgewood's offense to play even better than what they have been. I know the past couple of weeks, and I know Clemens put that in their mind, and they come up with a big win here in the home opener of the conference. I'm sorry, the SWAC, yep. And this is a big win for his side, and we'll see if he can continue that throughout the season.
We're going to say the player of the game tonight is Lincoln Howe, but he was already our Performer of the Week. So
yeah.
I think I'm going to show some other people some love here. So. Well, we want to thank Northwest, the athletic administration, for allowing us to come and invade their press box. We're going to call it, Joey, Edgewood 35, Northwest nothing. Where are we going to next week? I think we're going to hit up
Valley View and Monroe.
Valley View at Monroe.
Yeah.
So we're going to head up north and call the Hornets, and we'll see what's going to go on with that one. But thanks for listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.